everybody. I have a story to read to you today about a mouse. It's called Gingerbread Mouse. And it was written and the pictures were made by Katie Bratton. Oh, there's the house right there. And there's a mouse. Let's read about this mouse and what happens to her. There she is. Oh my goodness, she's making a little snow mouse. I like how she used some berries for ears and some holly leaves for a scarf. That was a good idea. A winter snow had covered the forest, but Mouse was cozy in her tiny home. She was snuggled under the covers, fast asleep. Oh, it looks like that's her home. That's the door to her home. Because there's her snow mouse, and she's inside her home in her cozy bed. Aw, that looks wonderful. Crack! Mouse woke up and ran outside. What was that sound? Aw, a huge branch crashed to the ground, missing her by inches. Oh no, Mouse cried. Her cozy home was ruined. Oh dear. This branch fell and crashed her into her home and her snow mouse. Oh dear. Climbing a tall tree, Mouse saw the twinkling lights of a house nearby. Can you see that house nearby? She saw those twinkling lights. I will look for a new home there, she said. She needs a new home. After a long, cold journey, she reached the big house. A warm light glowed from the window. She climbed up to take a peek inside. Mouse couldn't believe her eyes. There, inside the house, was her new home. Just her size, almost like magic. But how could she get inside the house? So she's looking in the window of the big house and sees this smaller house inside. If you look closely, you can see it's made with candy and frosting and maybe some gingerbread. It looks like a gingerbread house. How's she gonna get inside to that house? Oh, then Mouse saw her chance. She jumped up onto the tree as it brushed by, and she was inside the house in a twinkling. Oh, here's the family that lives in the big house. There's a little girl and a mama and a dad. It looks like they're bringing a tree inside. Ooh, maybe a Christmas tree. Look, this family has a snowman in their yard, just like the mouse had in her yard. There's the mouse. Here she goes. Mouse scurried up onto the table. She couldn't wait to move in. She's going to move in here. And look who notices her. This little girl notices. There's her mom and dad. There looks like they're getting lights ready to maybe put on the tree. She made a small box into a dresser for her clothes. She made a rug and curtains from ribbon and string, and she made a rocking chair from cardboard. She's very creative. This is starting to feel like home, she said softly as she dropped off to sleep. Before she goes to sleep, look, she's looking out her window. She can see the tree the family decorated. And there she is in her new cozy bed. Suddenly, there was a huge crash. Mouse jumped up from her bed. Ouch, she heard someone say. A giant man in a red suit stumbled into the room from the fireplace, rubbing his head. He pulled packages from a large bag and placed them under the tree. Ooh, she sees him. You "You have a nice little house," he said as he filled the stockings over the fireplace. "You mean me?" Mouse asked. "You might need a place that'll last a bit longer, though," he said as he sipped his cocoa. "Maybe I can help." He stood up and brushed cookie crumbs from his coat, and then he pulled one last gift from his bag. There's Mouse talking to him. This Santa here noticed that she was living in a gingerbread house, which people don't usually keep around for a long time. He thinks she needs a house that will last longer. Mouse gasped in surprise. There in front of her was the nicest gift she could imagine. "It's beautiful," she cried. But when she turned around, the man in the red suit was gone. "Ho, ho, ho," she heard echoing up the chimney. Oh, here we are inside the house. Mouse settled in right away. Look, this house has a bedroom and a bathroom with a bathtub and a kitchen. Her chairs in there. Looks like she moved some of her furniture she made in there. On Christmas morning, the snow was falling softly outside the window. Mouse got up bright and early to watch the presents being opened. There's her house there. But where's Mouse? Do you see her? Can you find her on this page? Oh, there she is. She's watching this family open their presents. Later Christmas night, Mouse sat happily knitting a sweater in her new home. She heard a soft knocking sound. She peeked out the door and she saw a package on the doorstep. A small card was attached with a ribbon. Ooh, who do you think left her a package? Do you think it might be this girl here? What is it going to be? Aww. The card says, "Merry Christmas, Gingerbread Mouse." And it's a gingerbread cookie shaped like a mouse. Aw, that was sweet of that little girl to leave that for her. That's a wonderful story. I like that one. About a mouse who finds a gingerbread house and then gets a more permanent house, one that will last a long time. All right, I hope you liked that story too, and I will see you soon.